Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the webinar. Ahlan wa sahlan, and the seventh webinar in our series here with Bitrix24. Excited about the topic for today, which we are going to tackle: managing remote teams. I'm sure there are a lot of people who are excited about this topic also beside me. I have seen in the registration list some companies that is, just check the websites. Some companies who are with us today that indeed run a remote team or at least trying to build one. So I believe today's topic is going to be exciting for everyone. Okay, I just want to pull one thing or something, and that will be on a second. By the way, on the other side of the webinar, my colleague Andrew is going to be helping me today. I believe you met Andrew in previous webinars, so you're going to meet him today again. And thank you, Andrew, for being here to help. Okay, I'm just pulling some agenda here that I have prepared for this webinar. Okay, excellent. First, just quick introduction and housekeeping. These webinars are best attended from the computer, not from the phone. So if you are joining from the computer, that's excellent. If you're joining from the phone, I suggest that you move to a computer environment. That's way better. Second thing, at VAM, we have been using Bitrix, let's say at least, or customizing it since like 2016 or something, 2016. And the entire work environment we have here at VAM is remote, okay? Yes, we have 3 offices or 3 branches, 3 locations in Abu Dhabi, in Riyadh, and then in Amman in Jordan. But all these branches and all the team around it are also connected remotely. And beside that, we have as well a team working from different places in the world, from different countries, from different large cities in the same countries. And still that is possible because of Bitrix24. So I will tell you a quick story. When we first started to adapt this remote work environment, it was way before the COVID, by the way. It started in 2017, at the beginning of 2017. And when we started looking for that environment, Bitrix was in the background. It's not like it was a very active application we are using. We've just, we encountered Bitrix in 2016, learned about it, tried it, but we were not heavily, focused or using Bitrix, let's say. We just, there is Bitrix, we have an account, and just started looking to the features of the account. But I don't know why we haven't, paid attention to what Bitrix can do for us. Okay, that's our mistake, of course, but again, that's what happened. This is history. So I just want to tell you that. So we tried to use different tools to manage our work. It started with Google Sheet. Okay, so we have people working from different places. We just want to organize our tasks. That's it. We need some kind of live document that is accessible to other people in different places, and we can work on it. And then so we have a Google Sheet, and then we have a Zoom meeting. So we meet every day, check the Google Sheet, make sure everyone understands it, and then go to work. If we want to meet again, and WhatsApp group, of course. Hey, join us on Zoom and so on. So this is how we did the work. It was a hustle until we realized what Bitrix can do for us. Okay. And that was early. This is fortunate enough, it was early. So when we discovered what we can do with Bitrix to help our team grow, connect, work in harmony, things have changed, okay? And literally now I cannot imagine life without Bitrix. Like to that point. I'm not exaggerating. I'm not, just making up that feeling. I literally cannot imagine how we can work without Bitrix. So it is very important to address the remote work environment, workspace, and also to find a tool or a technology that helps you build on that environment, and that is Bitrix24. So with this point, let me bring in the presentation first, and then after that we'll go to the demo. As I said, Andrew is going to help us with that thing. I see Muhammad and Andrew as well. Hello, everyone. Oh, by the way, please write in the chat. Let us know who's watching with us, who's attending. Okay, so there is the slide, and there you see it. Please let me know when you see the screen. Okay, share. This one, and there we go. Okay, if you can see the slides, please let me know. All right. So Bitrix24 to work for remote teams. Again, I believe if you have attended the previous webinars with us, this presentation maybe became familiar with the structure of these slides. But it's just okay. It's very important to have something to start with, right? To organize our ideas. Now, as we understand, Bitrix is a workspace, meaning it's a place literally similar to the physical environment in your office. Like there is a door, meeting room, printer, documents, storage, all this stuff. This is as is in physical environment. We have something that cater for it, or counterfeit it in the digital environment. That's the workspace. Okay. In Bitrix, there are main modules that can look into the system through it. Bitrix24, the CRM, the tasks and project, the sites, the collaboration, the HR and the automation, and it's all powered with Copilot AI. Okay. The entire suite here is designed to address remote work or remote teams. How? Let's first start with the collaboration. Okay. If we scroll to collaboration, okay, there you go. In the collaboration, there are different tools that helps keep the team connected, like Bitrix Sync, which is the video or audio calls, and the conference calls as well, and even the external calls. If you want to invite a client to a meeting, you can use Bitrix as well to attend that meeting with you. You don't need Zoom, in other words. Okay, you can do it on Bitrix itself, Bitrix Conference, and these meetings can be attended by an AI to generate, to analyze the meetings, to generate text for you based on the meeting, to give you the minutes of meeting, the action plan of the meeting, and then there is groups, chats, channels to connect teams together, and there are tools to help you as also to manage like the check-ins, the work reports, some flow automation, online documents to collaborate on different documents, and also a new tool that has been released recently, in fact, which is the board. It's really a cool idea. Let me bring in a board just to show you how it looks like. Oh, by the way, Andrew, this is the first thing we want to play with. Let's go to board. We have a board, by the way, right? The same board that the test board. I think you are not on that test board. Okay, let me invite you to that one. Okay, share. Okay, let me share that screen 1 second, because I'm just sharing the slides here. Okay, let me share the entire screen here. Okay, so you should be able to see the entire screen now. Okay, so Andrew, this test board. Okay, please let's look into it. Now let me share the board first with Andrew. Share with other users. This is right. Fatima. Okay, let's add Andrew. Okay, this is how we collaborate. These are remote teams. These people or these team members are from different in different countries, in different parts of the world. Okay. Now we have this board. It's mind mapping, process mapping, brainstorming. You know, as you see. So you see Andrew's mouse here. He's playing. Oh, let me catch him. Okay, I can't catch him. Okay, he's playing now. Fast. All right, I can't catch him. Okay, so we see Andrew. He has added something here. I can help also with that. I say, all right, let's add this as well, and let's connect your thing with mine. Okay, let me make it look nicer. I don't know. It doesn't look nice, this one. Let's take this up like so. And we can say, all right, if this happened, check this. And if it is yes, do something. Okay, Andrew, do the yes part. I will do the no part. Okay. Okay. And I can say this one here. So as you see, we can collaborate on building processes, and we can collaborate live and unlimited. Like you can invite literally the entire team here. We can invite. Okay, so and this is. I forgot to add the no. Okay, let me copy that. Sorry, let me just take one. Yeah, just leave this for me. All right, and let me just make this no. If this happened, do this. If it doesn't happen, do that, and so on. He's faster. Okay, and here send a message. Okay, check. Let's say gender. So we want to say that the workflow, when the workflow starts, we want to check the gender. If male, let's say if male, do that, send a message. If female, check something else. I don't know, like, yeah, I see Andrew is sending us a greeting. Hello. Okay. If a female, check another thing, which is, sorry, maybe we can check. We can say, again, another yes and another no. Oops. You know, you got the idea anyway. We don't want to waste the webinar time on this point only. But again, this is one way to collaborate, to sketch in some ideas, okay? Another way to collaborate is in tasks, in project management, in comments, in chat, okay? Let me show you something else. Let me stop sharing. And then let me open the other browser here. I want, by the way, to add a comment. I believe is a very important comment about building the team itself. Like you need a recruitment and an onboarding process to help you find talents in different parts of the world. That's very, very, very important thing. Okay. Let me show you how we do it in VAM, and I believe we have some insights to share with you, as promised in the webinar, in the advertisement video. That is not just about the tool itself. You know, you can stack tools. You can get tools to connect with team members around the board, but you need also some insights, some practices, some knowledge that helps you with that. Okay. And that's where we can show you how the recruitment workflow is built up, and how the design, or let's say the onboarding process works. Okay. By the way, this is a good practice, Andrew, to tackle this or to look into it again inside the editor, inside the boards. Let's go back to boards. Okay. I believe this is going to be very exciting tool. Let me share the screen again to boards. Now, entire screen. Okay, sharing. You should be able to see the screen now entirely, right? Okay, so let's look into the design here on board. Okay, let's say we want to sketch a recruitment process. And let's start with a form, okay? Yeah, so this is job application form. Okay. Now, when someone fills this form, what do we want to happen? We want them to, yeah, Andrew, you can start, building the stages maybe, and I will just write the automations. Or, you can write the stages in the top, and I will write some rules for these stages. So stage 1 is new application, okay, and go with the stages, the rest of the stages. I will follow down with, yeah, exactly like that. Now, the second, okay, once we get an application, what we want to happen is that first thing, send the confirmation email to the candidate. Send confirmation email to the candidate, okay? That's one thing. Once we send the confirmation email, we also want to notify HR that we have a new candidate. So they need a task for HR, okay? Task for HR to review. Now, once the HR review, they need to decide, is this going to be accepted or rejected? Let's say shortlisted. Maybe we have a red, okay, and then here, application rejected. We can just keep it like so. All right, okay. So the HR is going to look to this person. Let me take this. So let's say this is the candidate. They filled the application, they were added here, they received an email, and the HR received a task to review their application. If the HR found this like good candidate, they can just move it to shortlisted. If they didn't, they would send to reject. Now we need kind of emails here also to be sent for rejected, which is to send sorry email. Send sorry, or send good luck email. Which is, hey, we're sorry, we received your application, but it seems like you were not like with the skills we're looking for, and we wish you the best. Yeah, sorry, that's it. This is a professional way to respond automatically, also based on certain actions here, to the team, to people who apply for a job, right? Now, what happens? Let's change the colors here. What happens if the candidate has been shortlisted, like the HR said, oh, okay, this is good. We want this to meet this person. So first one, of course, send email. So the system will automatically send an email to those who have been shortlisted, telling them, congratulations, you have been shortlisted. The team will reach out to you to schedule an interview. And then here, task to schedule an interview. All right. And this is a task that goes to HR. Okay, task for HR to schedule an interview. Now, once the interview is scheduled, again, we move it here, department head review or something, and so on. I believe Andrew is adding the practices in our system. Okay, this is how we do it. But this is customizable for anyone, for any business. We can just adapt to whatever recruitment process you go through. But in general, the recruitment process will look something like this. Let me show you how it looks like. Again, stop sharing again here, going back to recruitment. There we go. And yeah, okay. Now let me share again. I have something to show you. And share the entire screen one more time. Okay. So as you see, the process here starts with a job application. Someone needs to fill this application. Let me make it green here. Okay. So when someone fills this application, where is this application? Okay. For us, we have it on this page. Okay. So we have now. career. All right, this is an application. This is a career page, and anyone who fill this application, this is the job application. This is the information we collect. Okay, anyone who fill this application, the flow or the trigger will start immediately, and it will create, as we said, a new application or a new card, and it will add it to this process. This is how the process looks like. You see, new applications, keep for future, okay, shortlisted, and so on. And each application here can be filtered. Like I can see, okay, who has applied for certain role, like for example, developer or something, okay, and I can filter them, okay, and I can just see, all right, show me who applied for that, and I see I have 3 candidates here, and I can open their cards. I don't want to bring in like private information because this is live real information, okay, so I can open these cards, I can see the CV, see the details that they have provided here, you know, name, email, city, mobile, gender, material status, level of education, and so on, okay. And based on that, the HR will see the CV itself as well, that attached. If it is a good fit for the role, they will move it to shortlisted. Or in our process, they will move it to the head of department responsibilities to review again. Like the HR will look into certain criteria. If it is passed, they will send it to the head of department to look into other, like their technical criteria. If it is passed, then we move to interview, and so on. Okay, so this is how we do the recruitment. Now imagine like you have this landing page. So how do we get people to this page? It's very simple. You know, we just run LinkedIn ads, or sometimes Meta ads. It doesn't matter. Okay, the point is that you need people who might be interested in this position to apply for that position. So we just promote this page to find candidates. Okay, people who might be a good fit to work with us, share the spirit and the skills as well that we're looking for. And we start building a bank of applications. As you see here, if I go back here, let's refresh. So we have a lot of job applications. It's always going on, you know, it's always building up. And this is the case, by the way, with remote teams, because, you know, hiring a remote team is dynamic. You don't want to come to a point in your work operations and find out that your lack of staff might cause a problem for you. Okay, so you always need a backup. This is your plan. This is your plan B. Okay, you can always find candidates from different countries, from different places. Okay, and that's it. You can start with that. Now, similar to what we did here in the recruitment process, as you see, we can also build something else for the onboarding. Okay, so let's start with onboarding, Andrew. Let's just also draw some stages for that. Let's do that onboarding. Okay, the trigger of the onboarding is that hired. Okay, when someone is hired, when an employee is hired, that's the trigger point. What do we want to do? Okay, let me take these and copy them and paste here. Okay, let me take this a little bit. Oops, sorry. Yeah, I just want it like so. Okay. 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 All right, Andrew, you can go on. So the first stage of hire is onboarding, or this is the onboarding process entirely. So let's say the first stage is getting ready or introduction. So in the introduction part, that's the first stage. What do we want to do here? There should be task for HR to provide the work orientation. Listen, remote work has its advantages and disadvantages. To maximize the advantages and minimize the disadvantages, you need to have a process. That's literally a best practice. This process should take in mind, or should cater excuse me, should cater into the entire state of mental, physical readiness, let's say, of your employees, of your teammates. So it's very important to have some SOPs, some processes, some orientation sessions right at the beginning of the career journey here with you. You can, for example, in this orientation session, explain to them the work environment. You can explain to them Bitrix, like the employees are going to use Bitrix, right? So you want to explain it to them. You can provide them, maybe I can here add a checklist, like for example, provide the list of training videos, the list of Bitrix24 training videos. By the way, now we have made it part of the process for the new joiners who join us to see or to watch these webinars that we are doing, this series. Some of these webinars, we make it mandatory for them to watch the replay of it. You know, we record this webinar, so now it's more efficient just to let someone, hey, go and see the webinar that talks, for example, about tasks and projects and how we collaborate, or the communication or the omni-channel thing. It depends again on the rule, on their rule in the company. We make them watch certain webinars. Then here we can say another meeting is meet the leadership team. Okay, the leadership team, we have head of department, 9 head of department, like 9 people who are in the leadership team, and every employee need to meet all of them in one session, in one just conference call on Bitrix, to know who they are, how they interact with each other, and so on. Okay, something in the orientation also might be on the communication protocol, like where to go if you need something, and so on. So this is the onboarding process. Okay, the next stage might be something. Oh, maybe we missed something. Like to get the documents. Of course, the documents should be obtained in the recruitment process here, like when signing the offer. Okay, like the ID, the passport copy, and all that stuff. But here, maybe we need to also get the bank account details for the salary transfer, and so on. So this is again a sample. We don't need to go automatically, Andrew, to the deeply to each stage. But this is a sample of how it works. To think of your onboarding process and make sure. Yeah. Oh, this is very cool. Okay. No, keep it back, Andrew. Oh, yeah. Sorry, you have it here anyway. So credentials tools. So for us, for example, we use certain tools. Like for example, we use 3CX for telephony, like for calls. We use calls for external calls. I mean, like when a team member joins us, they need to have a tool to talk to our customers. So we give them a tool called 3CX connected with our telephony system, so they can make local calls from any part in the world. WhatsApp and WhatsApp, we want to invite them to use the WhatsApp company so that they can communicate with the customers through a local number again. We, of course, grant them access to Bitrix, business email, IT stuff, So we also take care of that matter. But in general, this is a process that can adapt to whatever your process, your business need or your business operations looks like, and from there you can build on that and take it to the next level. Yeah, exam task. Okay, I think this exam task should be here, Andrew. I think we have. Okay, in our process we have assignments here. Okay, so we do not after the interviews, if they are like good in the interviews, we give them an assignment, and we literally have an assignment for every job role. Okay, again, when you work with when you are hiring remote team, you're meeting them online. Okay, and it's not like you meeting them in person, and it can be tricky. Maybe someone is well equipped in presentation skills that will make you feel, wow, this is the dream candidate. But when you hire them later on, you discover that, oh, that's not what I was expected, what I was expecting. So how to go around that? For us, we send them certain assignments. Okay, it's not like we don't just take their words and their CV for it. We want to see reference for their work. And again, because work reference, when you work with, like when you are encountering international recruitment, like looking to people from different parts of the world, also that can be tricky. Maybe they lied in that reference. Maybe they got someone else's work and they claimed it's own. You can't tell. You can't possibly tell, all right? So we have an assignment. And the assignment also, we do it in a tricky way, okay? It's like, hey, we will send you the assignment, but we will need also to measure how much time you're going to take to get this assignment. And the lead time, is considered a very important KPI in accepting or rejecting your job application. So we will not send you the assignment until you say you are ready. Once you request the assignment, we will send it immediately, and we will start counting. We will start watching the clock. And we want to see how much time it will take to get this done. And from there, after we receive the assignment, we meet them again to discuss it, just to make sure that they have done the assignment themselves. So this is a useful, helpful hack that I believe is going to save you a lot of time and money and effort to land the right candidates, not to waste your time. Again, this is customizable process. You can do it the way you like, but in general, this is how it looks like. This is how it works. Let me show you something else that I believe is helpful here, which is the work reports. Okay, this is a test, or let's say a demo environment. So there are no live data here, or like real data. This is just all demo data. But I want to show you the reports, how it looks like. Okay, report, work time. So when you have people working from different parts of the world, there is the clock in, clock out thing. Oh, by the way, I haven't clocked in. Let me clock in. I think I haven't clocked in. Yeah, okay. So I forgot to clock in. Okay. And I need to clock in, but I need to change the clock in time. It's like the punch in. So I will say change clock in time. And I just want to go back to 9:30 and then clock in. Okay, it didn't ask me for a reason why I changed the clock in time, because I have admin permission that surpasses that thing. Okay, but if other employees or like regular user here want to change the clock in time, they need to provide a reason why you are changing the clock in time, and let's say a message will go to their manager to see and accept the reason or reject it. If they reject it, it will just count the right time, like the actual time that the clock in happened. If they accept it, it will take their whatever reason and just process it. Okay, so back here. So here you can see the actual working hours. Again, this is the test account. I don't want to show you our internal data, especially that this meeting is recorded or this webinar is recorded. But it's similar to this. Like you see here, how many hours they work, the total hours per week or per month or per the time period you're looking at. You can also see the work reports. There are no work reports here, but again, when you, like for example, if you enable the work reports, the weekly or daily work reports, the way you like it, you will see the report in each day. Like for example, if you want to see what Hudayfa did or reported on 4th of June, you just click here, it will open a window and you'll see their work report, and you can score it as a positive or negative and give them points, and the score here will start changing, and maybe you can give incentives based on that. So this is again to keep your remote work mates or your remote teams in check. Listen, it's basically human nature that people do their work better when they know that they are being monitored in a way or another. It's not like micromanaging the team, but at least that the team knows someone is watching. Okay, someone is reading the report, someone is looking to their attendance, someone is looking to the tasks. Like, for example, if we go here to tasks, again, don't surprise, you'll see here tasks with years deadlines. Okay, 3 weeks, I think, yeah, 1 year. So don't panic about that. This is not the case. This is just a demo account again. So when you open the account for any employee here, for example, I look into the efficiency. For example, the efficiency for me in the past 30 days is 18%. Why? Because I have 28 tasks in progress. 23 of them were overdue. Okay, so my efficiency is down. And it shows you how the efficiency is calculated as well here. Like, what's the equation used to calculate the efficiency? Okay, there you go. There is also more, let's say, ways to gamify the game. Like, for example, if you want to see the team activity on the pulse, like the company pulse here. Okay, yeah, insufficient data and the company pulse. Insufficient data because this is, again, a demo account. But again, it will show you how the team is using the tools in Bitrix, like how they are active they are on the CRM, who's doing the most activities in the CRM, who's doing most activities in the tasks, the projects, the communication, the engagement with the work, and so on. So all this data is also there to help you understand the sense of real performance of your team. Okay. The CRM, okay, that's again another very exciting and important thing to consider when working with a remote team. So the company is built on its relation with their customers. So your customers' data is very precious. You want to protect it. You want to keep it up to date. You want to keep it well organized, and you don't want just to give it to some strangers you don't know, right? Yes, of course, the teammates, the team members will become, fellow teammates down the process with time. But still, you are trusting them on the customer data. So here you have the important and cool feature to control who can see what, who can do what with whatever they see. Like, for example, with leads that comes to you, like inquiries that comes from new prospects or new customers, you can decide what are the access permissions that should be granted to the team members. And the system also helps you with understanding the history of each card. Like, for example, if I open this inquiry here, let's say this is an inquiry. And if you go to history here, you can see the history of the entire engagement with this card. Like, for example, I can see that Ahmed Othman has viewed this card on 5th of June at 11:25 in the morning. What does it mean he viewed? He just, looked into it, like opened it like that and closed it. That's view. If he changed something, you can see it. Again, if I go back to history, I'll see that Hudayfa has viewed this task 35 seconds ago. Or created a task, changed stage, edited something, everything, the entire like fingerprint, let's say, of our engagement with this card or with this entity is logged here, is registered. So again, what does that tell you? It tells you that, again, your team is going to know that everything they do is monitored, recorded when it comes to engaging with your data, so they will be careful with it. You can prevent extracting or exporting data. You can set rules not to change certain information. Like, hey, you cannot edit the phone number or the email. You cannot skew the data, and so on. So this is a very important function, in fact, and feature that helps with remote team environments. Let's look into the chats. I see Andrew has sent me something here in the chat. So if I open this one here, I can see, hopefully, Andrew, we haven't used this account for real conversations, right? Yeah, this is test. Okay, excellent. Okay, I'll test it. Let me hide this. Okay, so this is like WhatsApp chat. This is Bitrix chat. Hello. Again, we're using the company tools. We can create a group chat, like if I want to talk to more than one person, let's say webinar demo, and to this group chat, I want to add Andrew, Ahmed, okay, just Andrew and Ahmed, and Nassim maybe, okay, connect. So now I have a group, and this group is made of those 4 members, and here we can chat about anything. Hello group. And I can also share any document here, like for example, desktop, and okay, I have a sample document here. Yep, there we go. And okay, and this is the plan. Okay, cool. So now I share this document with the group members, and I see here Andrew has replied, and I can reply to his message. I can turn his message into task. Like for example, let's say Andrew said something and we want to turn that into a task that we need to follow later. So I can just click on this, more, and then I can create a task. And boom, the chat is linked here to the task description. And I can say test task for the webinar demo. And I can give it a deadline. Let's just give it today. And you see immediately the observers have been added to the task. These people here have been added to the task because they are members of the chat, the group chat, where this task has been generated from. I can create and so on. And now I can see the task. Like the task is here. Okay, if I want to click on the word task here, it will open for me. And also I can find it out there. If I go to tasks and projects, I can also see this is it. And I can open it from here. And we can communicate on the task itself, like the comments of the task. I see Andrew is trying to write something. So let's do something, okay, sure, let me like that. Let me reply and mention him. Sure. Sounds like a good plan. Or if I have a comment to the task, like an update, let's change the X to Y for this item, whatever. Okay, and then send. So now you have a look. You will not hear something like, hey, I didn't know, I wasn't aware, I didn't see. That's not going to be like a common or frequently heard excuses from the team. Why? Because every task has a space there in your work environment. It is occupying a space. It is connected to the deadline. It sends notification. You can go to the history of this task. Like for example, maybe you assign a task to someone, but you forget about it, and after 2 weeks you look into your system, and it will show you that this task is overdue, and you can go there to the history of the task and you say, okay, I see this task was created on that date. What prevented this person here, the assignee, from doing it? And I can call them right away. I can mention them here. I can say, hey, what's going on? And they receive a notification right away. Or I can make a call on this task. Like I can create a chat specifically for this task, or a conference call, video call that will call all the stakeholders of this task and see what's going on. So again, this is a good approach to follow or to use to help you with managing and running remote teams. Okay, let's look into another thing here when it comes to remote teams as well. I want to bring in back the slides. The calendar, the online documents, the cloud storage, okay. Posts and comments, we have seen that. Oh, by the way, so feed, okay. So if you want to run an announcement, okay, this is a call coming. This is a real call, I think. Yeah, a real call. Okay. I need to tell Isra that I'm in a meeting. Okay. Sorry, I'm in a Zoom. I'm in a webinar. I don't know. Like I keep thinking of webinar as a meeting. I don't know why. Okay. So this is like the public feeds for the company. So if you want to write an announcement, write announcement about our next webinar that will discuss. What is the topic of our next webinar, by the way? Let's look into it. Sorry, cloud webinar. Our webinar is going to be about lead funnel optimization. Yeah, this is the next webinar. Okay, back to our topic here. Okay, so let's say I want to write an announcement here for all employees, or I just want it for certain department. I only need like the department, X department to see it only, not all employees. So you can decide who should see this announcement. And also you can use ChatGPT, which is our co-pilot, let's say here, to help you with writing the announcement. So by clicking so, and I can say, continue text, and it should write something. Okay, replace. All right, that's our announcement, and let's post it. So now this is like a LinkedIn post. Okay, I could have attached a video here, or an image, or a document similar to that announcement. I can see here also who saw this announcement, which is me. Now, if Andrew go now and see this announcement, I can see that Andrew also viewed this announcement, and I can make it stick here. I can like keep it, I can edit it to turn it into an announcement, not just a regular post. Okay, so here, this is an announcement here. This is the message. I can make this as an announcement, and then save. So send. So now this is an announcement, and it will show. It will stay at the top here for the team members for a while. Okay, and they can also, the same story, write comments here and engage about it. I can also create polls. Okay, so for example, let's see the proper starting time for our weekly meetings. So I will say Friday, either we start at 10 a.m. or at 9 a.m. Okay, and I'll add another one. I'll say Saturday, and I will say again 10 or 9. Okay, something like that, and then send. So again, this is a poll. If I want to collect information about certain thing, so I can see who's like. Let's see. Let me vote for me. Let's just do it. Friday 9, vote. Oh, I voted, and I can see the rest of the team. Once they finish voting, we can make a decision. Again, that's a way of using democracy in the workspace. Okay, this is. I see Andrew has voted here something. Yeah, so Andrew has voted. By the way, we can make the voting anonymous as well. Like no one knows who's voting. That's possible. So we have 2 votes here, 50-50. What do we do here? We need to change our democracy process. Maybe we just need to find another policy. Okay. I can see also here that Andrew have seen this as well, and so on. So this is functional, small things, that when you stack together, it makes a very big difference to help you run and manage remote work teams, to make the remote team feels connected, feels onboarded, feels that they belong to something, to somewhere. There is a culture that you can spread, an impact that you can make when you bring in the team members into one place like Bitrix24, using these tools and these features in a way that makes the team feels the sense of ownership of the tasks, of the job at their hand, that they are doing something that listens, to them, welcome their voices, engage them in the process. That whole thing is just going to increase the efficiency and the productivity of your team. And the connectivity. Everyone is few clicks away from you. Everything, in fact, is few clicks away from you. If you want to know how was the performance of the sales team, right? You can right away find it. If you want to see what is the status of a certain project, okay, you can right away find it. You can just go to projects and locate the project that you're working on, and you can see, okay, project is done, completed. If you want to see what we have done so far for this project, you just look into the back tasks and you see, oh, okay, this was done. And if you want to investigate a certain thing, like for example, this task, I want to investigate this task. So you can read the task, you can see the outcomes in the comments, you can see the history here, who did what, when it was closed, when it was moved, all that stuff, You have a reference. You can see how much time this took, okay, to get done. So you have a reference. You have something to go for or to go to get insights, to get answers. Sometimes it helps you ask better answers, okay? Let's see notifications. I see Andrew has done something here. So Andrew shared their appreciation to you in the great achievements. Let's look into that. What is that? Okay. So Andrew now has rewarded me with something. Okay. Like this is a cool thing to reward also team members. So all my teammates now, all employees will see that this employee has received an achievement medal or appreciation. And it is added to my account. If I go to my profile here, I can see that I have one trophy here, okay? And we can add more trophies. And okay, this is cool. And these achievements is going to, lighten my day maybe or something. And maybe this is connected with monetary value. I don't know if Andrew is going to give me some money for that great achievement, maybe as like a prize or something. So say thank you. Okay. Now, literally, we can keep talking about Bitrix24 for remote teams for the next, 20 hours. Let's just take a break and come back. But we can literally talk about it for 20 hours, especially with the enthusiasm of my team and mainly Andrew and myself as well. But we need to move to something else now, which is how to take this to the next level, how to act, what to do now. Okay, you say, all right, I see Bitrix is a very cool tool that helps me manage and run teams. We have, just scratched the surface, by the way, in this webinar. There are deeper things that we can go to, but it will get a little bit advanced. That requires technical help here, and I don't want to turn this into tech. Oh, Andrew has a suggestion here. Let's show quickly the online documents. All right, let's go show the online documents. Andrew has decided to extend the time of the webinar, which is a very good thing. Okay, let's go to documents. Okay, by the way, if you ever feel like, oh, there are things here I can't find where to go with online documents, that's natural. First, it's fine. Second, it can be customized. You can change the place where you keep things. Third, there is a very easy way to find whatever you want, which is by going to the search here, and you go to wherever you want to go. So I want to go to Drive. Okay, this is the company Drive. The Drive is similar to like Google Drive, Dropbox, OneDrive, Microsoft. This is the Drive, okay? So that's where you can save your files, secure it, give certain access to it, and you can have a multiple level access level to the Drive. So this is the company Drive. That means this is like available for everyone. This is my Drive. It means like my own Drive. like for me personal here. And what Andrew is asking us to do is, Word and Excel. All right, yeah. And there we can have different documents, okay, document levels, such as Word file, which is Bitrix docs, Excel sheets, which is again similar to Microsoft Excel sheet. Here you will have sheets and also presentations like PowerPoint and so on. So let's create a document, okay? Let's create a folder first. I will go to Company Drive because I want Andrew to see. Let's create a file. Sorry, not a file, a folder. Sorry, a folder and webinar. Sorry, demo. Yeah. Create, and then let's go there. Okay, we need here to get a document, okay, to create a document, and we want to add it to this folder. Let's go to all documents here, and I'm sorry, yeah, my drive, no, Company Drive, and webinar document. So Andrew, I want you here to create two documents, like a document and a sheet as well. So let's first make sure that you have access to this. I think you should have access, right, to this folder. In the share option here, you can decide who can access this. So here we can say Andrew has access, full access, save. So Andrew, you have full access to the webinar demo. Inside the webinar demo, I want you to add two docs here, two files, a sheet and a document, please. So now once Andrew added here, we can see how we will collaborate, similar to what we did, by the way, on the on boards, on Bitrix boards. Also, it's going to be similar here. But the good thing about, or let's say the nice thing about these documents when you add it here is that you can go back to any version history. Let's say, for example, we are working on a proposal or on a plan or something, and this document is the result of 3 team member efforts, and by mistake something changed or something happened. You can go back in history to any moments back in that in that document, in any date and time. And this is very nice because simply you don't want to be worried about losing data again or getting things that you have put hard efforts in, just seeing it lost or for whatever the reason is. Okay, Andrew, are you there? I don't see you created anything here. Oh yeah, there you go. Okay, so this is an Excel sheet. So let me open the sheet. Okay, now this is the sheet as a blank sheet, which I can download and work on from my computer, but we don't want that, okay? We want to go to version history. Again, that's one thing. Okay, so this is version history. It was modified on this time, and you can restore this history, okay? Let's have a document as well, Andrew. Yeah, there you go. This is another document here. So this is, again, you can download, of course, you can share, you can rename, and so on. And also you can go to version history and see any update or any changes that was done on this document. And this is, again, an empty sheet that's blank, you know, and so on. All right. Okay. Similar to the function of the drive in general is similar to any drive. It's not just limited to documents. You can have images, videos, media files, presentations. That's no, I don't want to open this presentation. Sorry, presentations and so on. Okay. So that's, again, that's one more thing to consider when working with the remote teams, with any team, in fact, not just the remote team. Like our team, by the way, is not entirely remote. Like we have team members working on Abu Dhabi branch, in Dubai, in Riyadh branch, and in Amman and Jordan. But there are offices as well, and there are employees. Like for example, in Abu Dhabi, we have teammates who come to the office. We meet in the office. So even those people whom we meet face to face every day, we also communicate, collaborate, and work together through Bitrix24, because it's just, it becomes now what your work environment. Let's just put it this way: the work environment for the company is Bitrix24, and everything is logged nicely in a very making sense way. Okay, let's go back to the webinar part, and let me turn off the screen sharing. Okay. I see we have some questions here in the chat. Let's look into the chat before we move to one last insight that I want to leave with. Okay. Hussam, okay. Hello, Hussam. Nice having you. Can I use filter to show all tasks? Of course, Hussam. Yes, you can. Let me show you how. This is how we do it. And okay, task and projects. Okay. So this is the filter to show the tasks in progress. If I just removed the filter, no filters here at all, I can see everything. The task that is done, task that overdue, everything. If I want to see certain tasks for certain employee, just like show me the tasks that has been assigned to Andrew, search. I see Andrew is the big boss. He doesn't do anything. No tasks for Andrew here. But again, this is a demo account. Huh? Let me see the task that is assigned to, let's say it's something. Let's say, show me the tasks that has a deadline this week. Okay, so these things should have been done this week. I see some of them are overdue, but this is what should have been done this week. By the way, there are different ways to also organize the view. This is the list view. I can see it as deadline view, which is again another way to see what is completed, what is due today, and what's overdue. I can see it on a planner view, and this is a more agile, or let's say more flexible, or customizable view. I can say, okay, I need to add one more stage here, which is tasks for review. Okay, I want to review these tasks first, and then you can decide what or where you want to, move these tasks on. So this is a visually appealing way to see the tasks with color codes, like orange means that is due today, green means that is due tomorrow, red it's overdue, gray it has no deadline. Okay, that's how it means, or what it means. And there is, of course, the calendar view. If you want to see your tasks on a calendar, it will just bring in a big giant calendar, and it will show you the tasks that need to be done, for example, on Wednesday. If you open it, you can see, okay, I have that task, and you can work on it. And there is, of course, the popular Gantt view for the tasks, and you can, I don't know, like create dependencies. Okay. And so this is. I hope this answers your question, Hussam. Let's go back and see if we have other questions. Okay. Muhammad, yes, we can see. Thank you. Okay, excellent. Oh, yeah, filter option is available with standards plan. Oh, maybe Hussam, you already have a basic account on Bitrix24 or free version of Bitrix24. There are, by the way, there are features or functions that depends on the level of the license that you have. So when you compare the license, maybe you immediately jump into a conclusion that the price is determined by the number of users. Like for example, 50 users, it will cost you this, 100 users, that, and so on. So it's not just about the number of users, it's the entire suite, the connectivity, the whole functions. in Bitrix24. So the professional plan or the pro plan is the plan that gives you the most, like everything. Like you will not go run into anything you want to do and you say, oh, this is not available. So what we have been tackling and showing you around now in this webinar was all built on the professional plan. Okay, let me share my screen one last time just to highlight what's going next on our webinar series. So again, as you know, we have decided to do these webinars on a bi-weekly base. So every other week, every other Saturday, we have a webinar that talks about something. So this is the registration link. I'll share it in the chat now. And here you can see the future webinars, and you can also watch the replay of the previous webinars. So today is 21st of June. This is it. And our topic today was about managing remote teams in Bitrix. So next webinar, which is going to be on the 5th of July, is going to be about lead and funnel optimization. By the way, that webinar is going to be led by Andrew and Muhammad. Unfortunately, I will miss this webinar, but I will see you myself in the next one, which is on the 19th of July. Also, we have an Arabic version of these webinars. So if you go to the language change here, you can see the same webinars as well, but on different dates. So every other week as well, we do these webinars in Arabic. So our next webinar, which is going to be on the 28th of June, next Saturday, it's going to be the same topic we discussed today, which is managing remote teams, but it will be in Arabic, not in English, and so on. So from here, you can see the future webinars, and you can, join any webinar that you like. Also, you can watch the replays of the previous webinars as we go. So technically, we are doing a webinar every week, once in Arabic and once in English. And we have this planned until the end of the year, the 28th of December for the Arabic, and for the English, I think, I hope not the 1st, 20th. I hope not the 31st. Okay, good. So this is the webinar schedule. So this is the link. Let me send this link to the chat. All right, there you go. You have it for everyone. And one more thing, if you ever want to get hold of us in a one-to-one meeting to discuss special or specific use case of Bitrix and how you want to, or what you want to do with it, or you just want more insights on how Bitrix can fit in with your unique use case, you can just come over to the request for proposal here, fill this form. Don't forget to put this code. Okay, and once you fill the form, your request will come to our sales team, and they will help you definitely with that. They will schedule a meeting, and we'll take it from there. I don't see where is the link I put. Okay, it's there. So let me start this link. All right, as usual, of course, if you are watching this webinar on a replay mode, you still can ask questions, and we will be more than happy to answer. By the way, I see a question that we have received in the previous webinar, the webinar that was done on the 7th of June. So let me answer that question here, and also make sure that we send also an email to the person who asked that question as well. There we go. Okay, yeah, this is the question. The question. Okay. The question was if there is a way to fast forward the meeting. So someone who was watching the replay webinar asked if they can make me speak faster, which is, I don't know, maybe I was boring. I'm sorry about that. But unfortunately, no, it's not available now. But you can see it in our YouTube channel. Let me share the screen again. Okay. All right. Okay. So if we go to this page, I'll send it to you now also on the chat, webinars. Okay, if you go to this page, you will see the list of webinars that we have done without registration. That I think this is easier way. Okay, this is more convenient way maybe to see the webinars. So for example, you want to see this webinar, you just come to the webinar, you'll see the video here. Again, it's on YouTube, and you can, of course, the good news, you can fast forward me, make me speak faster. If that's what you want. You can control also the panel, and you can see as well a summary of what we have covered in this webinar. Okay, so we have this ready. Unfortunately, this took some time to go live, this page, this whole thing, but now it's ready and it's systemized, so every webinar goes here now, including the one that we did today. So let me send you this to the chat. There you have it. So that's the place where you can see all the webinars on one page without having to register to see the replay, because I know the replay is gated with registration. But again, this is a backdoor, let's say, to our webinars. Okay, I see. If there are any other questions, please let me know. Yeah, Hussam says, I tried to use filters, but always, yeah. Okay, I think that's the reason why. It's just, the plan. Maybe you have a basic plan that doesn't have such functions. Okay. All right. Now, if you need our help, you know where to find us. Thank you very much for making the time to join us on this webinar. I have been excited, in fact, about this topic. I hope we did provide value to you today, help you understand how Bitrix24 can help you when it comes to managing remote teams and how you can build one for your own. Thank you for your time, and see you next week.